Welcome to the first episode of the Weebs of the Roundtable podcast. I am here with four other people, including myself. My name's Ramen from Ramen Reviews here, and we are going to be talking about things that stood out for us this season currently so far, now they're in the mid-season, and also things that that we've enjoyed, things that were a little bit on the disappointing side. But I'm going to throw it over to our other guests. So, Kawaii, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm the Kawaii Crew. On YouTube, I go by the Kawaii Crew Reactions. Also have a reaction compilation channel called the Kawaii Crew RC. On my reaction channel, as you can probably tell by my name, I mostly do live reactions and miscellaneous other videos. And that's pretty much it.
All right, Oliver.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm usually just go by OliverSmillie on YouTube. I know it's a bit weird to use my real name, but I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head at the time, so I just mainly just do reactions.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, it seems like I have an actual username, but the thing is, I'm also using my real name. I'm LAR Games, and it's actually that the LAR part actually stands for my name, so I'm not entirely too far from what Oliver here did.
All right.
Surprisingly, I did not start with reactions at all. If you look at my name, it was game based, from the games that I make to games that I play and all that stuff. But since I started watching anime, I kind of like moved over to that so far. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
You're doing good though. All right, and then last but not least, we got
Limit X Break, yo. I'll actually invoke my real name. My real name is, you can call me Dave or David. I'm a huge gamer, anime fan, for the most part. I decided, create a, YouTube reaction channel about a month and a half ago, just for the fuck of it, Didn't really expect the channel to, have this much of a huge growth, but I'm like happy to meet all these, good people in the anime reaction community and all that. I mainly react to anime and anime episodes, etc. And yeah, man.
All right. Also, I realized I didn't actually really introduce myself. I mean, my name's Ramen. I mean, I guess you can kind of understand why my name's Ramen. I like ramen. But I was just throwing that out there just in case people didn't know. But I also do reactions as well. I started off as gaming, but then eventually branched out to my actual reaction channel, which blew up much faster than my gaming channel ever did, which is kind of funny. But what we're going to be talking about today, the first things first is shows that did not live up to our expectations of the summer 2017 lineup. Now, what shows actually did not live up to your expectations? Something that you guys dropped for some reason? Was there anything? Because right now, for me personally, I couldn't get into the reflection.
For me, I tend to get into shows like completely blind. I don't know anything about them before going in, but I was disappointed with two shows. The first one being Tsurezure Children. Which some people seem to like, but the thing for me is that I can't care about any characters if there's too many of them. So that was my big turn off to that show.
And what was
the other one, Classroom of the Elite.
Really?
People really seem to love that one, and I keep watching. I'm like, what is it? What are people looking at here? Am I watching a different show? It's just pretty boring to me. It's just like a worse version of Baka no Test or Baka 2 Test. I forgot exactly the name of the show.
Baka and Test.
Yeah, it's just from the character designs to the tone and all that. I just can't get into it.
I actually have a rebuttal, but I'll let everyone go. Well, I actually forgot to explain why I didn't like the reflection. I actually had it ranked on one of my top 5 most anticipated anime. Then I tried watching it. The art style is very odd. It just seems very odd of a writing style, and
the pacing just seems slow, and the action didn't really have any impact.
It had no impact whatsoever. So that was why. But all right, so we got.
But the surprising thing about the reflection is that it's done by Stan Lee as well.
Yeah,
so
Stan Lee and
expected
Studio
better
Ghibli
from him if that were the case.
Yeah.
That's exactly
In a way, the reflection kind of reminds me a lot of a little bit, not way too much, but just a little bit of Recreators in a way.
I still haven't seen that one actually.
I know Kawaii was a big fan of Recreators, so how would those two mix up?
Just the overall story aspect, though. like if you talk about the setting and all, like pretty much wait, like wait. That was another anime I was thinking of. Disregard the whole thing, yo. What the fuck? I was thinking about completely other anime, dude. Never mind.
It's all good. All right, so we got LAR, me, Kawaii. What were your thoughts on it?
The reflection?
On things that didn't live up to your expectations. Also, was the reflection.
Yeah. For Ramen, I agree with the reflection. Also, another one. I don't know how many of you guys watched it, but a show called Jikan no Shahai Shell or Chronos Ruler.
I haven't seen it.
I've never watched that. Haven't watched that yet. Yeah,
I mean, the trailer I saw it looked pretty colorful. The art style looked decent, but when I watched it, the first episode just seemed so mediocre, and like the characters were pretty boring. So yeah. I did not get past the first episode, so yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I mean, it has a really low score on my anime list for an actual thing. Although, so is Centaur's. But I heard another one that was a lot of people just didn't pick up was the Vatican one, the one about the Vatican City.
Oh my god, I heard ridiculous things about that series.
Like I haven't heard a thing.
I heard it looked like the summary seemed really interesting. It failed to do anything apparently, and I don't know why. I don't know. Like I haven't touched it, but
I read this one article on Anime News Network. It was hilarious. Like it had like one part about a girl being impregnated with Hitler's semen or something like that.
What?
Yeah. And then villains starting up like a new Third Reich or something.
What?
Yeah.
And this sounds like something that could have happened in Hellsing Ultimate, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That sounds amazing. Oh, I'm kidding.
I don't know, man.
That's interesting now, but I mean, like it's averaging a 6.16 on my anime list, and that's pretty damn low. So that's interesting. I mean, I didn't pick it up.
Just to sum the whole series up, the Vatican is pretty much Catholic Mythbusters, yo.
Catholic Mythbusters.
Catholic Mythbusters, the anime.
That's a great title. They should have named it that.
But that's actually one of the anime that I really, just like the rest, like a lot of y'all here, I just couldn't really get into the groove of it, though.
Okay, all right. Oliver, what was anything that just you had good expectations or some expectations, but it just shat the bed?
Well, as I mentioned, it's just honestly the reflection. There's nothing else. Everything else has been fine.
Okay.
To me.
All right.
So.
I know. Yeah. So, yeah. But the one thing that really surprised me, LAR, was Classroom, because I did the same thing when I read the summary. I didn't know it was going to be like this really serious at the time, that it was really serious. And so I was like, oh, this is Baka and Tess. And I was like, I like Baka and Tess. I would like more Baka and Tess because we never, season 3, rest in peace. But I was like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. However, it's a serious show that's taking itself seriously. However, yes, there are moments where it doesn't take itself seriously. Like the whole, there's the tickling bit in the last episode.
Yeah.
But and there is some things like that. But I think the charm of it is, it's how many people have a mask on, and the whole situation with the school, because the whole system of the school and how they're portraying there's a system to it and no one knows what it is. That's what's piquing my interest in the most part, but it's also the fact that everyone in that class, and it seems like everyone in the entire show, has a type of mask on them, and that's the main thing about it. That's what I find very interesting about it. So
I noticed that too, and I mean, I can appreciate when a show makes it so you wonder what everyone's thinking, but you don't actually know until they reveal all their cards. But at the same time, when even your main character is like that, I'm like, why should I care at all about what happens to anyone? Not to mention
I had the same
fact that it's taking itself seriously, but the visuals themselves kind of don't. every single time they're talking about something serious, they'll like pan down onto those unnaturally huge breasts that every single female character in the show has.
You make that sound like that's a bad
Almost
thing.
everyone.
Well, I mean, it's bad for me, but it annoys me more than normal people. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, unnecessary fan service is like I said, unnecessary. I can agree with that. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. I mean, I said my whole part on it. So we're gonna move to the segment shows that surprised us. So since you start off last, Oliver, what shows surprised you the most of this season?
Kakegurui for starters.
Mm-hmm.
That was that's just amazing. Just every time that every time that a new episode comes out, I'm just like, and just the anticipation for it is just amazing. I just can't get enough of it. I'm going to say the opposite and say Tsundere Children surprised me a lot, actually.
Tsurezure Children, or however
yes.
you pronounce it.
I don't know how.
I think that's how it is.
So yeah, I don't really know how to say it. I say Tsundere.
Tsundere Children.
No, seriously, in there's actually another spelling of it where it does say Tsundere Children. So, yeah, there's two different types of spelling for it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's a couple people in Ramen's Discord channel that would love to watch Tsundere Children.
Oh my God! Don't even bring that up. Oh God, some of the people in my Discord channel are quite like they need to go to jail. But anyways, let's see. Limit. What was the surprise of the season for you so far?
I'm gonna have to go with what he said. I'm gonna have to say Kakegurui as well. Like, when it came from like overall like beginning expectations, like probably between Kakegurui, right, and I would have to say Made in Abyss. Like, I would say that anime surprised me the most because for me personally, I looked at the anime and overall like the beginning of it, I was like, all right. I looked at the description and I was like, maybe this anime would be like, okay, whatever. But then I started really getting into the anime, just the whole unique setting of it all, you know?
Okay, I can see. Yeah, from I haven't seen Made in Abyss yet, but judging from the stills that I've seen in the previews, it looks gorgeous. It looks like it's a world building show.
So it's like it sets aside. It's like it's in its own unique place, you know, amongst all the other anime of 2017, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like an actual fantasy world.
Yeah,
actual fantasy world, and that's something I thoroughly appreciated.
Well, so is Restaurant to Another World. Restaurant to Another World is definitely fantasy. It's like it's fantasy meets Food Wars.
Yeah,
that's seriously what it is.
I mean, that's also on Crunchyroll, so I'm probably gonna go put that on my queue at least.
If you guys have never read the manga, though, you should, because it even includes recipes. So
Oh,
really?
Really?
Like every time they mention one of those really complicated dishes stuff, they actually have like a page. It's like the recipe, and, like instructions and all that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
See, if only they did that for Shokugeki no Soma.
They did.
Not all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
They would say the ingredients, but then like they would have a couple times where they're like, this is how you make it, but not every single time. There are some dishes I'm like, I want to learn how to make that, even though I would never have the tools to do it.
The things that we would never be able to make is anything Alice makes.
Sure.
Yes, those freaking whatever they are. So weird things.
She got all that science shit.
Yeah, all those chemicals and shit. And I was like, I failed chemistry, so I'd probably flunk out of that.
Yeah.
Make like hydrochloric acid.
I'm just like, I'm gonna add acid on accident. Oh, hey, they're dead. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So, LAR, what was your surprise of the season?
There's actually been a couple for me. I have to agree with Made in Abyss.
Okay.
Because I mean, like everything else I watch, I didn't expect anything. But right when I started watching, I was like, wow, this art is amazing. I was surprised by the lighting and the world building they were making, and like you could tell everything's like planned out. And there's like, I think there's even a language they made up. I'm not really sure, but that's what it seems like to me. Although, in one of my comments, something like I don't watch dark things because I'm not strong enough to watch dark things. I just want to say that. But apparently it's going to get much darker, and I'm a little scared about that.
Yeah, like
I can't wait for that, to be honest.
Like every episode from now on, like if you've read the Made in Abyss manga, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but the more episodes we like, progress, like the further we progress into the series, the slower, like the darker it's gonna get. So.
All right, so is it like
I'm so scared.
without spoiling, is it like a slow? I don't know. Did you watch Suka from last season?
I didn't.
I didn't watch it either.
Because I heard that was the same thing. It was a very slow, but it definitely got darker and darker and darker, especially at the
Oh
end.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
The
don't
key
know.
word in the comments
Like I would
was
say that
child
the real
abuse, and
dark
I'm
setting
scared
of
about
making
that.
this. Oh, sorry about that. Like I would say the real dark setting and when the overall like dark storyline really starts to incline is would probably be between episode 6 and 7, like when Reg and Rico first meet Ozen.
Okay.
That's pretty much when the story itself takes
Turn.
takes the main dark turn.
All right.
Yeah, Ozen is menacing.
She is, yo.
All right, and what were you saying, Lar?
Oh, I was saying that the main keyword in one of my comments was that it has a lot of child abuse, and then like
Oh,
he's like
boy.
to the point where like
That too, yeah.
the person says
Oh.
like, how can an author write something like this? And I'm like, oh no, that sounds awful. I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch something like this when it gets to that point.
Literally, yo, like how, like I know it's like supposed to be it's supposed to be set into like a dark, like pretty much if you think about it, any orphanage setting would probably most likely have a darkish scene. But I mean, when it comes to discipline for the children over at that specific orphanage, like to hang them upside down nude, like that's gone a bit too
What?
far.
What?
That was kind of funny.
Yeah,
actually.
that was like her
That-
punishment.
That's
Jesus.
I consider that
that's fucked up.
comedy relief actually.
That's far, I would say. And believe it or not, stuff is going to get a bit more darker than just that. So I'm like, yeah.
So, sorry to go back to the disappointment anime segment again. I just realized there is one other one that disappointed me, and that was In Another World with My Smartphone.
Yes. I dropped
KonoSuba.
it.
That's
That one for me, I'm just
it
meh
cannot
about.
compare to KonoSuba, but it's like you can just see the setting and everything. It's like they really tried to make it just like KonoSuba.
See, okay, the
Actually,
KonoSuba
to me-
is
to
a
me-
parody on the actual genre, so I
Yeah,
can't
it
really say
is.
this.
Yeah.
This one, it's taken a very lighthearted seriousness to it. It's
Exactly.
lighthearted
To me-
where it has like comedic bits. However, it's still serious enough in its setting. Where it's not like the serious setting that would be Sword Art Online, or it's not the dark seriousness, which would be like ReZero in a sense. But it's serious, but it's not even close. It's not a parody level, nor is it serious to the point of like.
It's
Sword
kind
Art
of
Online.
like Isekai slice of life.
Yes.
That's
To
the
me-
best way I would describe it.
To me, I see it
That's-
more as KonoSuba played straight. The things making fun of in KonoSuba are the things that they're actually doing.
Yes.
Like the overpowered main character, the harem that just like magically appears, and like
Yes.
instant, reputation gains and all that stuff. It's like he just gets it so easily. It's kind of entertaining in my
Like, if you
opinion.
really think about it, Isekai was smartphone to Tomoni could turn into a really good video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing I was going to say is that it only seems to be picking up after episode 4. So the last
That
two
was-
episodes.
There was one episode
Well,
that actually got me really excited, but the episode after disappointed me.
Yeah, but I agree. I actually stopped after episode 2. I couldn't react to it anymore. Plus my second video got taken down, but that's regardless. But it was just, I just couldn't, like, it was hitting all the stereotypes and tropes and more. It was one of those, it's like, oh, come on. Oh, come on. You're doing it a little too much, and then it almost got to the point, like, I'll probably watch it on my own time, but I'm probably not going to do reactions for it. I'll try to pick it up and see if I enjoy it just watching it on my own. But in terms of, like, how the first episode, it was good as is. It was a good first episode. It wasn't anything spectacular like KonoSuba was, but it was a solid episode. And then second episode, I was losing interest, and then I tried watching the third episode, and I couldn't actually finish it.
One of the things that's hilarious to me is his outfit.
Yes.
Especially since
Yes.
he's walking around with so many girls.
Yeah.
What, his coat? I thought his coat was badass.
Like, that's
Yeah,
the
but
point. Like, it's
That's,
like...
that's the point.
Oh.
Like, think about it.
Summer 2017 season, bro.
But like not even being subtle.
Oh, no, there's, like, no subtlety at all. It's like, yeah, look at all these
Yeah.
bitches that I have.
All right.
All right. So, who else didn't talk about shows
I
that they
didn't.
surprised? I haven't yet, and me and Kawhi, go ahead.
All right, so I think I'm gonna agree with Oliver in saying Tsurezure Children because I think I've seen clips of it. Like I wasn't planning on watching at first, but I've seen clips of it and pictures of it. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I watched it, and even though it was 12 minutes long, it was only 12 minutes long. I was really impressed. Like it was pretty much everything I could have wanted from like a rom-com or a romantic series because like it's just so many cute couples, so many cute moments, and the comedy is on point like a lot on a lot of times. So I thoroughly enjoyed that.
For me, the thing that's good about romances and romance comedies and all that is the build up to that. Like you spend all this time getting to know these characters, they slowly get together, and then by the end they confess or something. I love that, which is why one of the reasons I actually really didn't like it, because it was like, oh, who are these people? Oh, they're okay, whatever.
I think it's more of just like seeing how many other people like for example, it's hard for me to like a character if they take so long to confess. That's why I liked My Love Story from I think 2015. They got together in like the fourth episode, and it was them in their relationship throughout the entirety of it, and I like that kind of stuff. I think it's just this one. Yes, the really really big gorilla looking guy and that tiny cute girl. Oh,
I actually have that downloaded, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's so good. It's so good. Sorry, spoiler alert. Shit. Yeah, but that was a very good show because it shows like a romance. In this one, it's more of this is a group. It's really cute, and this is how they get together. That's what. Yeah.
Actually, I want to go back to. Oh wait, was someone else talking?
No, go for it.
All right, so I want to go back to an anime that disappointed me. We haven't talked about this yet, but Koi to Uso, man.
Really? You didn't like that?
Yeah, because like
I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay, the first episode, I enjoyed the first episode because
the kiss scene.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
and then after that, it just became cliche, and then
it's literally going like. Because I've read a good amount of the manga, and I think it's starting to catch up where I left off. There is basically it's basically the next Who's the Best Girl in this one. Each girl has their own quirks, and it's basically who you want to root for, but there is tropes. Yes, there is tropes, but it's the whole system and how it's basically forcing people to get together and the way that it does things later on in the show, which they've already done, but if you've only seen the first couple episodes, it's like the hilarity of what happens between them.
Technically, I haven't seen the first episode, but I did watch Ramen's reaction to the first episode. So, and as soon as I finished watching that, I was just like, not for me.
I mean, it's not for everyone. I can honestly, I will say it's not for everyone. In fact, I couldn't finish the manga. Now I was binging it at first, and then it just slowly became. I was like, I don't need to watch this. I'll read it later, and then it just got to that point where I just never picked it up. So it might do the same thing, but it might be also different because it's anime. I mean, it's definitely not a show for everyone, but it's still like for me, it's still an enjoyable show. But it's definitely not for everyone, so I can definitely agree with that.
You know, I've never actually watched a reaction to a show that I have not seen yet because I mean, it kind of feels for me it defeats the point because like, you know, you watch something like, you know what, this is good. I wonder how other people or what other people think of this, and that's the reason I watch reactions. Although some other people watch reactions to like see something new, because there's one person that watched my Kizu Monogatari reaction, and that actually got them into the Monogatari series, and they pretty much like binged that the entire thing in like a couple days, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I've had a couple people say that they they started watching Suka Suka because I had at least hyped it up enough, and I would at least like try to explain my own theory crafting about it. Shit. Oh, getting back on. Okay, so Kawaii, you said that the things you liked was Tsurezure Children. The one that I found that I was actually surprisingly liked was Princess Principal, because that was not on my list.
Yeah,
that wasn't on my list at first. And you told me because you were hyping it up on Twitter, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I think I watched I think one of the previews, like, okay, this looks good. And then you were blown. I was like, you need to watch the first episode. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I watched the first episode. And from the fucking intro, I was like, this show is going to be good. And damn, was I right. Holy crap. Princess Principal has wowed me from the steampunk universe,
Agreed.
the minerals that they use, the catarite, how it works with the animation, how they use it in unique ways and unique properties that it has. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Granted, Tsuki Kadra, so that's a plus right there. Everything about it, and the fight scenes are clean, and it's not afraid to go dark. I mean, in the first episode, we got our main character, Best Girl, blasting away at a guy, and it's fantastic. I will not recommend another show as much as it's the principal from the season, besides maybe Kakegurui.
Probably one of the most.
Sorry, and speaking of dark, like the latest episode of Princess Principal, like the last 5 minutes, that was intense.
Oh well, I mean in terms of like light, I would say episode 5 with when we were getting Chisei's backstory. That was because it was during the daylight. But in terms of like brightness and how colorful it was, yeah, the last 5 minutes definitely was definitely a good contrast. Like, I don't really want to go into spoilers in case anyone else hasn't caught up with it or who's ever listening.
I haven't watched it yet.
How dark it was, and then how bubbly and colorful and like upbeat the last 5 minutes. It definitely played on the strings because it just said, "Oh yeah, that just happened. No one else knows about it, but you do. The viewer does. So let's have this music just to counter it." And it was like, it was a really good animation tool that they use. How everything's just like shit just hit the fan, but no one else knows it, so they're just having a good old time. And that was a really good like writing tactic that I think they used. And
now here's the question I want to ask: do you think it will turn out to be a 2-parter?
There's a chance. I mean, looking at it, I think it only has how many episodes? Let me check.
I think it's 12.
Oh, it's not. I'm looking at Mal, and it's actually has a question mark.
Yeah.
So
actually, that's a good point.
There's a chance.
Now
there's a chance that it's probably more than 12 episodes.
If this turns out to be 25 episodes, I'm going to be very, very happy.
Oh, I'm gonna be so happy as well. Because this is its own original adaptation. Like, it's not based off a light novel. It's not based off a manga. It's not based off. It's based on its own original content, which is what is something I like. Therefore, they have free reign over their plot on how they want to do it. Granted, that is a double-edged sword, so sometimes they can fuck it up. But as it's going right now, I thoroughly enjoy it. I love the fact that the first episode was case number 12, and then the next 2 episodes are how they basically got together. And it's just like how they're moving back and forth the time. It's very good. Like, the latest episode actually was the first episode past the very first episode. It was like in case like 18. Well, the very first episode was case 12, and they were bouncing around constantly, and that's something it almost has like this Baccano kind of feel where it is all over the place, except just one timeline. So it's something that's refreshing. I'm pretty sure it's been done before, but it's something that hasn't been done in a while, or something that has stood out to me, and I thought it was very well done. And
yeah, it's unique.
It's unique, and it's honestly, that is my number 1 surprise of the season because of how good this show is. And yes, there are flaws with it, as with every single anime, but in terms of like as a whole, I highly recommend anyone at least try to watch it.
It's probably one of the most underrated series of this season.
That one, and I would say Made in Abyss. Those 2 are probably the most underrated that have the best amount of community support behind it. Like, the people who have seen both of those shows are like, this show is great. Watch it. Both Princess Principal and Made in Abyss aren't super popular. Also, another one I would bring up, but I've only seen the first episode, so I can't say too much, is Ballroom e Yokoso. Apparently not many people have talked about it. But it's probably very stunning in terms of like the animation, not like world building like I would say Made in Abyss is, but the animation for like the dances and like it's something I never thought I would actually be interested in, like ballroom dancing.
Wait, is that the one with the dancing and long necks?
Yes, that's exactly it. Yes, the very damn
I would
long
say
necks.
Screenshots. That art style
it's actually made by Production IG. That's the interesting. Let me check. It's
okay.
Yeah, so in Production IG, they make things look pretty, and they make things look stunning, and they definitely went pretty good. They did a pretty damn good job of doing the animations for the dance scenes, and I've seen the first two. Actually, no, I take it back. I have seen the first two episodes, and it's honestly a very good show, and it's something I need to pick up again. Been a little bit busy, but it looks something like that was another surprise. But although in terms of something I'm keeping up with, yes, Princess Principal takes that spot.
Agreed.
But is there anything else? Like maybe any other surprises, or maybe things you did not like, in case you probably thought of something else?
I mentioned Made in Abyss, but that wasn't actually like my number one. My number one was actually Aho-Girl. Because I'm like,
yes,
I'm into comics
one.
like, a lot. That's like my favorite thing to watch in anime.
Like you guys can't see my reaction, but like anymore on YouTube. But I actually was laughing so hard in one of the episodes.
I remember.
Oh, I was laughing. I was almost on the verge of tears. I was laughing so much I was hurting. And they're short episodes.
It's so consistent too. Like it makes you laugh consistently throughout the entire thing.
Because the girl is so stupid, and she is so dumb, and she loves bananas. And if that isn't a dick reference, I don't know what is.
You know, a lot of people go off saying that Yoshiko is stupid and all, but like if you looked at the past 2 or 3 episodes, she's shown that
she smarts people.
Like here's the thing about it, right? Like she's a genius when it comes to like I'd say like you remember if anyone has seen the series so far up to this point when she had the little I guess intellectual battle with that with her tutor.
That was great.
like she's academically you could say kind of stupid, but like when it comes to overall like human emotions, I could see like she's abnormally like fucking intelligent when it comes to that.
Yeah. In terms of like real world smart, she definitely is not there. But
this just makes me even more disappointed that I can't see it.
I think that's the great part, though, of like how serious the guy is, and how it just counters it so bad. It's great, and like. All these girls have the hots for him, especially the main girl. It's great.
It's also hilarious how he doesn't hold back.
Exactly, like he is not afraid to roast someone, and that's what I love about him. And it just
he'd smack the fuck out of a bitch.
It just
if it was a serious anime. Like, oh my god, what is he doing? But it's taken so lightly. It's just hilarious. It's like watching like Tom and Jerry or something.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, it's just the amount of stupidity and the retardedness and how it mixes with the comedy and it works. It's great. Like that was another show. I'm a little bit behind in it, but I'm watching on my free time because I decided I wasn't gonna go react to it. But it is thoroughly very fun to watch.
It sounds fun, but I can't watch it.
Oh, it's on Crunchyroll.
I know it's on Crunchyroll, but I can't watch it.
As well.
Oh, you can't react to it, you mean, right?
No, I seriously cannot watch it because of some, I don't know, policy on Crunchyroll that says like you're in a different region. So
so it's like
it's region locked.
Oh, it's country audio wise.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, I can't watch it. I can't watch it.
I know technically you could go for torrents and totally if you want. I don't know. It's not like any of us use torrents. No, we're all legal people.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean, honestly, like if it's one of those situations, I can understand if you were to like go on a third-party site and. Because honestly,
it sounds good because
it's worth it.
Yeah. It's weird that I can't see it, but anyway.
That is weird. I very rarely do you get region locks on Crunchyroll. That is odd.
So have all of you seen at least the beach episode yet?
I'm on episode 3. So I'm a little bit.
That part was just so funny.
All right, so that wraps up the shows that surprised us. All right, so top 3 favorite shows, no particular order. Let's start with Limit.
My top 3 favorite anime, I'm going to have to say between Ballroom e Yokoso, Kakegurui, and Made in Abyss.
All right. You got one of them that I'm pretty sure Made in Abyss is on. No, Kakegurui is on almost everyone, almost on our lists.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure almost no one in here has mentioned Knights and Magic yet, have they?
I haven't even.
Knights and Magic has been disappointing for me.
Yeah, I mean, the whole setting and all, like, For mecha anime, I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty much for me.
I mean, there's
Someone
enough
has-
mecha anime that if I wanted to watch a mecha anime, I have a plenty list to watch.
Someone
For
has
me-
recommended. Someone has recommended to me that I react to Might and Magic.
I've heard very
But,
mixed reviews
I
about
mean,
it.
I mean, Knight and Magic, not Might and Magic. Might and
Yeah,
Magic.
Mice and
Something
Magic.
different.
Mice and Magic, yes. Anime, someone make that into an anime.
That'd be more interesting, actually.
Oh shit! Damn.
But yeah, the disappointing thing about that is that they kind of like gloss over so many things, and there's too many characters which they also gloss over. So there's this one character that gets traumatized, and by the next episode, he's fully cured. Like, it seems like, oh, he's never going to be able to do this thing again. And the next episode, he's like, I'm cured. It's
Interesting. It is
He's a Mad Zen episode of this shit. Like, I would say if there's like a top 4, it would probably be between Koichi Uso or like Fate Apocrypha, in my opinion, though.
See, I can't pick up Fate Apocrypha because I've never seen any of the other Fates, and I feel like I just don't understand enough of it.
Like,
Same.
when I first got into Apocrypha, I didn't know anything about the Fate series entire. I just went into it. I was like, why not? Let me check it out.
Yeah.
And it just got me into the series so much. So I just decided to go and watch most of all the others and all the other series, and I get more and pretty much get more research on everything about Fate. So
Yeah, see, I feel
overall,
like you would need to
I
know
don't regret
about
one
Fate.
minute of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you would. I feel like you would need to know a good amount, or at least a decent amount, to appreciate it much more. I mean, besides the fact that there's a character that makes me question my sexuality in there.
oh no.
A couple of them, yeah.
A couple of them. There's multiple. Wait a
There's
second.
Dirty a Pendragon, there's Astolfo, like Mordred, all of them, you know.
Oh, so
Like we were
see,
initially
Mordred-
supposed
see,
to be,
Mordred is a
you know,
tomboy.
male, but
Yeah.
you know, for demographic reasons in the games, you know, for Fate Apocrypha, I guess they decided just to make it make all the characters female. Although, like, there's no really lore-based reason as to why they're female. So
Yeah, because you know, so Mordred is a girl who looks like she can kick my ass, and I would be perfectly fine with that. And we got Frankenstein, who is just a quiet girl, but she's cute as fuck. Because in Fate, you will never
the
want to
most
say I
quiet
want
ones are always the most dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah. In Fate logic. No one would really come out and be like, I want to fuck Frankenstein. But but then they're like, haha, now you do.
Jack the Ripper is
He gets your
like
dick
a
confused,
Lou
pretty
Lowly.
much.
Yeah. I mean, but no. The one that made my dick confused was definitely a Stolf. I'm like, oh, that's really nope. Never mind. That no. Stranger danger.
We got Tatsuka Psycho this season, boys.
Oh god, no. Oh man, he's on his own plane. He's like Hideyoshi. He's on such a high level. Psycho should have his own gender. At that point, man.
If anyone's watched Haganai, that's one of the first ones that have ever made me so happy.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I haven't seen Haganai yet. I'm going to. That's definitely one. But okay, so all right, so we got your top 3 limit. What about you, Oliver?
Well, I've already mentioned Kakegurui and Princess Principal. I'm going to mention my 3rd favorite of this season, and that's Gamers.
Oh,
Gamers.
interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that show, seriously.
Gamers is Misunderstandings, the anime.
I was about to
Yes,
say the exact
exactly,
same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They should rename it not Gamers, but like Misunderstandings, the anime.
Yeah, because you know.
With the occasional gamers thrown in.
All right, so has
The
all of
casual
us seen
games.
Gamers? Has all of us seen Gamers?
I've seen
Yeah, well, I've
of
only
course
seen
I've
the first
reacted to most
episode.
episodes.
Oh, you've only seen.
Yo,
the
I
first
just
episode?
love
Damn it.
last episode, where Jackie went into that room and got what's his name again?
I haven't seen the latest
Oihara and Amano, and they're holding hands. Like Amano was like thankful
great.
for.
Yeah.
It was like she assumes I was doing some yaoi shit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the latest episode yet, so I don't know what happened to this one.
Yeah, it's.
I was actually going to react to it like before I got invitation to this.
Oh, my bad. Well, we didn't say anything, so.
Yeah, you
I
disregard that.
have an amazing ability to tune out anything that's spoiler related, so I actually just forgot everything.
Okay,
I know.
perfect.
Well done.
Perfect.
And the other one,
I don't have to feel bad.
Go ahead. Well, like,
another
what
one
if you had
I
to
would-
if you had a runner up? What would it be?
My runner-up actually would be fastest finger first.
Really? Oh, which one? What's the name of that again?
The
Manomarubatsu?
Namaru Sanbasu, I think.
yeah, the
Oh,
one
yeah.
that's got
Nanamaru Sanbatsu?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I completely glossed over this one. So, has anyone else seen it?
Not me.
Nope.
Oh,
All right, so like, try to give us like a brief, what it is and like what you like about it.
Well, like it's about quizzes really. Like it's a quiz game,
Mhm.
and like they actually answer real questions, like, and like they have to quickly buzz in very quickly to like gain points and all that sort of thing, and like they're versus other teams. It's actually like I'm probably giving it a really bad rep by trying to explain it, but like it actually does get really good.
Okay, so
Like-
it's kind of it's basically like a maybe
A quiz
like
show.
almost like a tournament style anime.
Yes, in fact, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Okay, but it's with quizzes. All right, that seems interesting. All right. Let's see. We got Oliver. We got Limit. Kawaii. What would be yours?
top 3 for this season.
Yes. Oh, and a runner up if
Thanks
you
for a
have
trap.
Huh?
Thanks for a trap.
Just the initials of that show
Yeah.
makes me want to stay far away from it.
Okay, so apparently it wasn't as bad as what I thought, because apparently it's Yuri. So I'm actually very
Yeah, it's
interested in
Yuri.
it. So
Yeah.
now I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I can give it a
Yeah,
shot.
boy.
Because usually
I'm
if
really
I
not a
see
fan of that.
NTR, there's a rule.
So,
Don't watch NTR.
no, there is one problem with Netsu Trap, and that's one of the characters. One of the
Oh,
male characters.
Is it the cuck?
yeah.
It's a complete and utter dick.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, isn't he that silver-haired guy?
Yeah,
You
he's the
talking
one
about
that.
Fujiwara?
Yeah, every
that
time I watch the show, I'm just like, I want to kill you. I seriously want to kill you.
Especially what he
one.
did
I
in the
get that
latest
exact
episode.
same.
Oh yeah, definitely what he did in the
Dude,
latest
no,
episode.
Fuck that.
I feel like that towards Roswell and ReZero.
Oh yeah, because you hate Roswell and ReZero.
Yeah.
You hate him with a passion.
It's the reason why I haven't even like I was considering reading the books, but just like I hate it so much that I'm not gonna continue reading the books until somebody tells me he died at some point.
All right.
All right, but yeah, even though I thoroughly enjoyed Nesto Trap, my real top 3.
Yeah, that's the real top 3.
Okay, Kakegurui.
Kakegurui,
Princess
yep.
Principal, and Recreators. But if we're not counting
No, Recreators
crossovers,
certainly- yeah.
so we're not okay. If we're not counting crossovers from last season, then Classroom of the Elite,
So you said Kakegurui, Classroom Elite, and what was the other one?
Princess Principal.
Okay. Interesting, because I hear LAR groaning in the background. All right, so I'm just gonna fuck with LAR. My favorite is Classroom Elite, Classroom Elite, Classroom Elite. No, okay, so mine's actually literally identical. Kakegurui, Classroom of the Elite, and Princess Principal. Those are my top 3.
Yeah.
If I were to pick a runner-up, probably Gamers, because I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it, and it's the one I'm actually currently. See, if I want to be a piece of shit, I can be like, I like Hajimete no Gal. In fact, let's talk about Hajimete no Gal.
I was pleasantly surprised with Hajimete no Gal, mainly because of the main heroine. I typically don't. I mean, I really don't like her design. I actually really hate her design.
Her
Oh,
Opie
you
Her
like-
personality,
you like
I
Gyarados?
actually really like it.
I love Gyaro designs. Maybe because I'm a piece of shit human being, but that's besides the point.
But there's also an abomination in that show, which I
Are you talking about the big
cringe.
titty lolly?
Her
Oh,
chest.
no.
Her chest.
Her chest.
The fist
Her
One
boobs
boob
literally-
is literally the size of her head. If you were to run, she would knock herself out if she didn't have like a bra on.
Yes.
In
it's
fact,
like that shouldn't
I
be
want that
biologically
animated.
possible.
No,
It's
because,
literally like the same size as her body.
I'm legit looking at an actual screenshot of it right now. Looking through the anime list. Her boob is as big as Yame's face. Like, holy fucking shit. Like, okay, like the last episode when she climbs in bed with him, how the fuck was he not suffocating? Granted, it would have probably been a great death, but still.
You know what?
Gee.
The pose she was in would mean like staying in that pose for that long would mean she should have
She
biceps
has
of
permanent back
steel.
problems, is what that means.
She has a spine of iron.
Oh my
I
gosh.
promise I will get back into watching No Girl. I will get it. I will get back into it.
It's great. No, but like the funny thing is, if you guys like the dub was released, and they made Yame, the main character, the main girl, sound like a valley girl from California, and it is the best thing I've ever heard.
That sounds great.
And
I'm gonna
it's,
go check that out.
it's hilarious. Like I saw a snippet of it. It was on one of my streams, and she's like, "Oh my god!" So like you totally just like want to ask me out just so you can get like just like so you can fuck her. And I'm just like, this is amazing. Thank
I want to
God.
watch that now. I would rewatch that.
And I'm like, I have never heard a Valley Girl accent in an anime that I can remember. But the fact that it just sits so well, and because they're supposed to have like these bitchy attitudes, like phenomenal, amazing. It's like I'm not that kind of girl who would just like totally like give up her virginity. Like what the hell? I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching? This is amazing. And I'm gonna have
How
to
far
rewatch
behind
it.
is
I'm
the
gonna have to
dub?
rewatch it because I need to hear it. Because like if they make Ronko sound the same, I'm gonna die and go to heaven because this is
Who's
Although
Ronko
there's
again?
only 10 episodes, so we're already halfway
That's
over.
Yame's good friend,
Yeah, the
like
dark skin
childhood
dark skin
friend.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that I wouldn't mind if she were to punish me. But anyways,
I
get it
would.
back on topic. Oh man, like there's only 10 episodes, so we're over halfway done with this show. But it's a piece of shit show. It's really scummy.
Oh, yeah,
but I
definitely.
can't not love it. It's like watching, like I said, I compare it to Eromanga Sensei. Granted, it's not as bad. Granted, that's still a feat because, like I was saying this before, but it's like McDonald's. You know it's bad for you. It's really bad for you.
But it
you
tastes so
can't-
good,
It
yo.
tastes so good. Well, granted, I can't say it tastes so good in that kind of context because it sounds like I'm a pedophile. But
We all know you are.
you
Okay.
can't-
Yeah.
Wait a
Don't be
second.
afraid to admit it.
but like it gets to the point where like it's like I know this is really, but every once in a while you want some chicken nuggets. I guess you can like in comparison, like the big titty lolly would be chicken nuggets and Yame is a Big Mac or something like that, or something, or maybe pancakes because she got something fucking, I don't know, maybe that represents her boobs, but something. And it's just like you can't help but watch it, and when you eat it, you can't stop eating it, and it's the same kind of way I feel about Hajimete.
All right,
But-
first of
I've
all,
mostly watched it for curiosity's sake.
I watch it for
enjoying
the
it all too
plot,
much.
damn it.
Have any of you watched the uncensored version of that yet?
I mean, like
I
know
always
it's
watch
like-
the
I
uncensored
have.
version.
I've seen that, and I'm like wondering why that's not the real version because it's still censored.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah,
said,
like,
it's not leaving
And
too
the
much
scenes
to the
aren't too
imagination.
obscene, you know,
Like-
for like anime.
Like, oh, a
Like,
panty
anything.
shot better cover that. But it's like one of those like, it's gotten to the point where like, it's not leaving much to the imagination because I rewatched it to see the uncensored to see if there was any much of a difference, and it's like, it doesn't. It's like more of a tease. I'm like, if you want to watch hentai, just fucking watch hentai. That's my idea of it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, you can find this shit
Longitude.
online already. Like, sure, it might not be the same characters, but you can find similar shit on the internet. I'm pretty sure. So, like,
It just
yeah.
it just didn't seem necessary at all because as I said, I've only seen the first episode of it. But like I was looking at I decided to compare it to the uncensored version. I was like, and I looked back on the censored one. I was just like, this really isn't necessary. There's no need
The
to
last
censor it.
episode, they definitely tone up the censorship because,
Yeah.
like, I said, like you said, there's a scene where the girl goes into bed with the main character, and it's like holy shit! Like I remember
getting
watching it
excessive.
being in the manga. I was like, whoa, okay, that's happening.
I think like most of the screen is like overlay by that point.
Yeah, that's the one thing they did overtune it, but at the same time, she does straight up nude, so I can see why. But I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure the uncensored version will show nothing more than a butt, if that. Maybe just a side cheek, but that's it.
Remembering that scene makes my skin crawl.
Yo,
Yeah.
question to all of you, yeah. What would you do if you were in like Junichi's situation, dude? Like with this, especially with last episode.
Oh, in that situation? Oh my god. I mean, like, okay, if I'm referring to back, like, when I was in high school, I'd be like, well, fucking hormones. See, what happened was, I blinked and something happened. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if I was back in like in high school, like my hormones were all over the place, so I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I don't care anymore. But like,
I just need something to get me
in
off.
reality, like as I am now, I'd be like, sorry, bitch, but be
I'd
gone,
kill it with fire.
thoughts.
I don't think much has changed for me since high school. You know what I'm saying?
So what would your answer be though?
I don't know. I haven't watched the latest episode.
Oh, okay.
You're in for a
Okay,
surprise.
if you had the opportunity to smash, even though you had another girlfriend, and you had the opportunity to smash right then, right now, would you kind of do it?
Wait, smash someone else even though I had a girlfriend?
Yes, is what it's
Yep.
basically implying. We're not talking about morality here. We're
He's
talking
thinking
about
long
your
and hard about
brain.
this.
Oh, not. Oh, okay. Well, casting morality inside, then.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
morality is an issue, but like in all honesty, like it's one of those like you have a little devil on your shoulder and be like, hey, you just smashed, and you have an angel be like, damn, she kind of hot though, but damn, it's like one of those situations like, will you like as you are, would your brain be hardwired to be like, sorry, logic over reason, logic over dick, or dick over logic?
Well, in that case, I would probably change my mind and just say, like, I'm sure my dick and my brain will want to say yes, but then there's like this angel on me that says, no, it's wrong. You already have a girlfriend, and so yeah, I'll just probably, I don't know.
Not only
Like,
would
if I
be
really
completely
needed to, I'll probably
unaffected,
just whack
I'd
it
be
off
screaming.
in the bathroom.
Oh my god, straight to the point. Oh god, that was great. Amazing. 10 out of 10 answer right there.
Well, I've only seen the first episode, so I can't really comment on it.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah. Yeah, but like, yeah. Okay, what about you, Limit? What would you do in that scene?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that.
You brought it up. I
Shit.
mean, we gotta go right back at you.
Yo, like, just like you said, right? Morals, like, I already know I got a girl, right? Now, here's the thing. It's pretty much, here's the situation, right? Either smash immediately or, like, kind of trail up, like, progress to that point where I get my current, like, already, acquire a girlfriend. Like, I got to make her feel, I guess, in a way, safe with her, like, because at this point, Yukana and Junichi, like, you kind of hardly even wants to kiss him, let alone do that, So it's all depending on hormones at the end of the day. Like, what can I do? Can I wait for a certain amount of time, or can I do it like instantly? But I mean,
So you gotta think about it, because let's say they find out. Yame's gonna kick your ass, Ronko's gonna kill your ass, and then Kashi's just gonna be in the background just laughing.
Like, it's not just, Yame that I would be fucking afraid of. It's Ronko, yo.
Yeah.
But
Ronko will fucking kill you.
she will, yeah. And I will take that into consideration, especially having that experience I had. Like, if I was Junichi, especially having that experience I had with her, like, episode 4 or whatever, when, she's obsessed with Yame, right? She'll make sure she cuts down anyone that hurts her, right? And me personally, I wouldn't want to hurt her. Like, I wouldn't want to hurt Yame because, like, I feel like we have something, like, that's beyond just natural, like, just sex and all. Like, like, we're building something unique instead of just, sexual stuff like that. I don't think I would go through with it myself, dude.
Okay, all right.
Aside from my answer, like, in all seriousness, I consider, like, cheating like one of the worst possible things another person could do to another person. So I would just So betrayal like that, just, I cannot, like, forgive another person that would do that. Like, an easy way for me to hate a character is for them to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
that's why you hate Tsurezure Trap then.
See, like,
Well,
like, I was trying to be, like, realistic. Like, I was trying to think of myself as I was in high school during that time, and I could see why. But, like, as I am now, as someone who has been cheated on, no, I'd be like, no. If anything, it would be like I would have to either consider breaking up with my girlfriend before anything would happen, or just
Exactly,
straight out say no.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of myself as I was in high school. I mean, like, not gonna lie, in high school, I might fucking, like, just, like, yes, just do it. But, yeah. I mean, I definitely wasn't like the best person. Granted, I didn't have much. I wasn't very mentally mature back in high school. Granted, I'm still not completely mentally mature, but much more mature than I was in high school.
I don't think any of us are, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Thing
we are
about it is,
doing
I
this.
just finished my high school year, yo. Like for next year, like in the next couple of weeks, I'm off to college. So shit.
Oh man, I hated college with it. That's why I dropped. That's why I stopped. And plus, I didn't have money.
To be perfectly honest, I think I'm the oldest one out of all of you, so.
You're
How old are you?
25.
Oh, then same age. as
I'm
me.
26, actually.
Oh,
Close.
an age older. I mean, a year older.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 22, so.
I'm turning 20 actually next week.
You just turned 18 about a couple months ago. Yo.
Oh, so we got the youngest one here. Damn, wait, you already graduated and you're not 18 yet?
I am 18. I said I turned 18 a couple months ago.
Oh, I thought you said you're turning 18 in a couple months. My bad.
No.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. I mean, okay. And,
Is that really that strange though? I graduated high school when I was 17, technically.
It also depends on when you start. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that means you must have started at like
14. Well, yeah.
And also,
I think we just
Maybe your
found-
birthday was late. You know.
if it's a later birthday, then I can see why.
Yeah.
I think we just found the age demographic of people who do reactions.
I mean, honestly,
Pretty
yeah, I mean,
much.
I think the oldest guy would technically be Drunken Otaku. I think he is technically, he's the only oldest one I know.
I do love his videos.
He's great.
That or Anime Central. I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't know who he is, how old he is, but.
Anime oh, see a video. But yeah, I think we've covered. Is there any other shows we want to go into depth of? I know Hajimete no Ga wasn't really on our list of what we were going to talk about, but that was something that I think deserved its own little segment.
I think we talked about it like more extensively than any other ones, even though they
Yeah,
were way better.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Don't get me wrong. We had a full-on segment of, hey, my first girlfriend
if
is
you
a
would-
gal, and that is, and there is nothing wrong with that. I don't care what anyone says.
I think you should I think you should just cut that out of the podcast and just put it in its own video.
Okay, it's gonna be Knights of the Weeb. The Weeb. It's gonna be favorite anime and Hajimete no Ga.
Yeah,
as
like
a little Hajimete no Ga discussion.
I don't think
I
I ever listed my 3 top ones actually.
Oh,
Oh,
my bad.
Oh,
I thought
sorry.
oh, that's
Oh,
right. That's
shit.
right. That's right. You're next. Go. Sorry.
all right.
All right, for me it's Aho-Girl, let's see, Made in Abyss and Gamers. Most of those are comedies, and Made in Abyss is like the exception to something I like. So that was another
Really?
one.
I'm surprised
like, funnier.
Kakegurui wasn't on there.
I haven't watched that one at all.
Oh, okay.
You gotta go
That
see
makes
it.
sense.
Okay.
That makes sense as to why, because I'm pretty sure everyone who has watched it would be like, yes. Well, that depends. I know some people aren't a fan of like the crazy art styles when they go crazy, but see,
I've seen that.
but like here, like I said, it's maybe because I'm just a piece of shit human being and I like that kind of shit. I don't know. I just like that. I like the fact that they go crazy and they legit go crazy. Like, hey, I'm currently horny because I just lost this game. What the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Yo, you want to?
Let me ask you a question,
That's
Ramen.
crazy, yo.
Oh no, like,
Midori.
legit, the bitches are crazy. You like the main character gets hot from gambling.
Yumiko, yeah.
Yeah.
Ramen,
Yes.
let me ask you a question. Have you seen Kuzu no Honkai in the winter season?
No, my friend is like harping me to watch it because
Okay.
she watched it and she was like, "You need to fucking watch it." And I
Okay,
heard...
then you're probably a better human being than I am.
wait, why? Because you've seen it?
Yeah, and like it's just like it's basically a bunch of people cheating on each other.
I know.
But-
I read about it and like it's cheating, but like it's one of those like it's not like you're not gonna like ever like as a viewer you're not gonna get like aroused by it because it's one of those things like they're cheating on them and you realize that this is gonna really fuck them up. That's what
true,
I heard.
but-
Like you're watching, and you're like, this is not going to, because they kind of know that what they're doing, it's going to hurt them as people because of what they're doing.
I haven't seen that, and the reason I haven't is because I know that. Like, I can't enjoy watching something like that.
See, did you? Yeah, then did you like ReZero at all? Because like, there's like 4 episodes where that shit is just happening, where just all the bad shit's happening all at once.
It was really hard to watch for me. The only reason I kept watching is because of the highlights, like the good parts of it.
Okay,
But then there was also really like the part where Rem tries to save Rem tries to save Subaru. That part
and
was
then she
actually
plays
That was
Twister,
a fucked up
and then she plays
was also-
Twister.
That's fucked up, dude.
Oh,
it was
God.
also really hard to watch.
No, like,
I haven't seen that either.
oh, you haven't seen the... Okay, so, honestly, that's something I still recommend. It was one of my favorite anime of 2016 as a whole. But, without going too much into detail, like, I remember, alright, so, my coworker was the one who told me to watch it, and he's like, just wait for episode 12 is when shit hits the fan. And I remember, I had work at 4 in the morning. I said, alright, I'm gonna watch an episode. 8 o'clock, I decided to watch an episode. I'm in bed. I hit episode 15. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm sitting up in my bed just watching. I'm like, I need to go to fucking bed, but I can't stop watching. I'm watching episode 15. I'm like at the verge of like tears because it's just all the shit that's happening. And then, you know, that whole Twister part, and then I'm just like, I need to watch the next episode, and I actually didn't sleep that day. I just binged as fast, because I was super far behind. But I binged it all the way up to where it was, and I went to work super tired, and it was a horrible time, but god damn it, was it worth it because I watched ReZero.
Super tired and mentally scarred.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. I'm just like,
I'm still
I
waiting
looked,
for
I
that
looked like
season 2 of
Subaru after
ReZero.
that one episode with those dark lines, and he just...
So it has like one of my greatest disappointments in anime, the I Love Amelia moment.
Yep.
What are you...
Bro.
Hey, what are you talking
It's
about?
like it's like
Amelia's
this
best girl.
This huge, such a heartfelt scene. Like it's just so long and it's dragged so like I guess you could say they dragged the whole emotion of it so long. You know, just for Subaru to just come up and say I love another girl, but just how like far you stretched it out though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's to the point where like it's a meme.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it represents every single time a character is not chosen the best girl.
Although, I know we're branched now, but I'm gonna make a saying. So, I'm gonna actually defend Amelia here for a second, because
Even.
I know it's hard to do this because I love Rem, but the reason why everyone hates Amelia is because Rem was given so much time. Imagine if the roles were flipped. Amelia was given as much time as Rem did. Sure, it might not have been as a love thing, but I think she wouldn't have even gotten as much hate as she did. And like, if you watch like the last episode, there's kind of like that thing where she definitely got a lot of points near the last couple episodes. I mean, also because Rem wasn't in it, so of course. I love Rem. Like, Rem is still my favorite girl of
We all love Rem, bro.
that show. But I feel like once she loses, if we ever get a second season, and if it does happen, it's guaranteed that Rem's not going to, if they follow the rule, if they follow how it's going, Rem's not going to get a lot of screen time, and Amelia is going to get a lot of screen time. And then apparently she actually is best girl in the actual novels, I believe. Unless you're one of those weird guys who like that one girl who always says, I suppose.
If it wasn't for Rem, my favorite one would be Ram,
Oh, well,
which
yeah.
goes back
Yeah.
to the Roswell thing.
Yeah, you told me about that. You told me.
If it wasn't for Rem, my favorite would be Felix.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Oh, god damn it! Son of a bitch! Don't remind me.
Not to mention gal, that just came into my mind right now.
The pussy with a dick.
That would be like if. Oh my god, I remember it was like, I'm a guy. Fuck me. Well, fuck. Hey, I didn't know the army had cute girls in there. Actually, I'm a boy. No, you're fucking not. No, really, no, fucking. I said, no, you're fucking. That's like how I felt when I saw Astolfo. I'm just like, oh, you're not. You're not. Just stop playing with my emotions like this. You don't understand. You don't know what you're doing
We're
here.
talking about Felt instead of Felix right now, and I was very
Felt.
concerned.
No, Felt. Wait. Oh, God.
But yeah, that one's disappointing too. Like I said, when you watch Haganai, you're gonna be happy.
Happy or, like, emotionally scarred?
I can't wait for you to watch it.
Oh God! Now I'm like, look, I'm gonna watch it on my own time, and I'm gonna come back and like one of the podcasts. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, LAR, fuck you." I have a slight feeling, just the way you're like, I can't wait for you to see it. I'm just like, I have a feeling I'm gonna be really mad, or I'm gonna be really confused and mad. So, because we're talking about Felix here, and you're like, oh, I can't wait. Now I'm a little scared. Oh man. I don't know. We can make a branch off where we talk about copyright. Or we can save that for another podcast idea as is. It's up to you guys. Because, I mean, we've been going on for over an hour.
I'm up either way.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
Yeah, I'm up.
I don't think there's like
our
too much to
discussion
talk about when it comes to that.
You don't have much to talk about?
I mean, in general, there isn't much to talk about aside from like how we deal with it and how many
Yeah.
we've gotten and all that. I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, we'll talk about it really briefly. I mean, with how this season is, I don't know why, but like it seems like copyright has a hard-on for this season of hitting everyone up their ass. With
I feel
copyright
like
strikes.
that's true.
Like
I feel like it's
honestly
a
don't
summer
care.
season most of the time.
Yeah,
because I
honestly don't
remember-
care. Go ahead.
I remember last summer, summer 2016 season. I think that's when my channel got terminated once.
Oh,
And I got like 3 copyright strikes. I think my channel got terminated. So like, yeah, I think it's like the summer season, man. That's just full of copyrights, and that's
it
just
all at
my
once?
opinion.
How did you get your channel back anyway?
filing a report. You can file a report on it. Honestly, technically reacting to something, one, you're reacting to something, so therefore you cannot, like, why would you react to your own shit? So therefore you're not claiming it, you're claiming it that you own it. So therefore what you're doing is you're reviewing and reacting, and that is under a fair law.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've looked it up. It's under fair use, because especially like
I
if
see
it's
how-
like Crunchyroll where you're using a paid service. Like if I'm reacting to something the day it comes out, I'm obviously using a paid premium service. So you're paying to have access to it. So therefore you're using it as fair use, because you are technically you technically own the right to do that, because you pay for it. You pay for that subscription, you pay for that service. So therefore you're just reacting to something and reviewing it. That's allowed. So the strikes of what they're saying is the strikes are there because they're claiming that you're saying that you own it, when in reality you're just reacting to something. So usually it's an automated system, and what you could do, you can usually file something, especially like if I get a notice, I don't give a shit unless it's like blocked by like multiple like it's constantly like blocked by in like multiple countries. Like my Isekai wa Smartphone one, my episode 2, it was blocked in 260 something freaking countries, so it was basically unplayable. And it's to the fact where like Japan, Japan and YouTube really need to like fix their shit, but I know they won't. Where you're just reacting to something. You're doing it by under fair use. You're doing it where you're not claiming that you own it. Of course, you're reacting to something. So therefore, it should just be fine. You're just reacting to it. Sure, I can understand like you have the full episode up, but at the same time, you're reacting to it. It's one of
Legal technicalities
illegal.
aside,
So like just from that alone, that technically makes it your content, you know. To a degree.
In a sense, it is. At the same time, you're reacting to someone else's content, so your actual reaction is your content, but you're reacting to someone else's content at the same time. It's one of those.
And unfortunately, like Japan doesn't really have like a fair use clause or like a fair use law, and like there's a gray area when it comes to like live reactions. Like some people consider it fair use, others don't. So yeah, but don't get me wrong, it still sucks either way.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, that's the harsh reality.
Yeah, all of us support the fact that we should be able to react to it. Of course, we're all reactors here. It's just one of those things that I can see why, because they think they're like, because you're showing, most of the time, we're showing the entire episode without anything blocking it. So I can see why they can get mad at that, because like, hey, we're using a paid service, but they can just watch your video for free and see the video that way. I can see that argument. That's the one argument I can definitely see.
That's not the point, though. That's not the point to us reactors. It's for them, for people to see how we.
That's for them. That's what they could combat us with. And I'm saying I understand that. However, at the same time, I understand that concern. But at the same time, we're reacting to it in our own good faith. We're not. I don't monetize my videos for my reactions, and I don't have any monetizations. I could if I wanted to. I have technically the subscriber count to actually do it. But I don't monetize. I don't feel like reactions should be monetized. Me personally, that's my own thing. If someone else thinks so, more power to them. But me personally, I think reactions, they shouldn't be monetized. And for my channel, if it's something else where I'm doing like full-on reviews and I'm not reacting to anything, just doing reviews, sure, that's another story. But I'm not monetizing, so therefore I'm not making money. I'm not claiming it as my own. I even have it stated in my every single one of my descriptions. I have it stated that I do not own it. It's for fair use only, and copyright law, blah blah blah. And
yeah, I started doing that too. I started putting in the description up. This is, under fair use. This video is under fair use, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not well versed in legal terms, but I'm pretty sure like if I were to talk to someone, they could actually make an argument. But it's one of those things like there's such a long waiting time. Like for example, my copyright strike, for it to get resolved, I need to wait 10 to 14 business days. So that's a long ass time. That's up to like 15 days.
Yeah.
However, unless the claimant responds to that claim, and that's with my case, because I remember getting a copyright strike for Token Rambu, Kazuki Token Rambu, and then I submit a counter notification, and the claimant had to respond to my copyright account notification, so I had to wait like a month for YouTube to sort it out. So yeah, that's just even more trouble.
Yeah, but so like right now, that's the main reason why I don't actually upload my full reactions anymore, is simply because I'm on the verge of 3 strikes, and that happens, fuck me. So, but it's just one of those like it's like a moral gray area. Of course, I'm because biased, I'm leaning towards the whole reactor should, but at the same time, I'm also looking at their side and I can understand it. I just don't agree with it.
My opinion on the whole issue is that aside from all the legal stuff, the entire point of everything is to see the person's reaction to the content, which means that the video itself, whether it be like an entire episode of something or like an entire movie or whatever, that's there for the convenience of the people watching it. It's not because they want to see the actual like show or movie or anything.
Yes.
Because if they were doing it for that, they would actually go somewhere else to watch it. The point is to see you. And the reaction there is just the footage there is just there to know what you're reacting to. It's just convenient.
I completely agree. It's just one of those like 9 times out of 10, 9 people out of 10 people are watching it for your reaction. Very rarely will people go on there to watch the actual episode and it as well with you. Very rare, because usually people want like we had talked about. They want to see certain parts of like, ooh, this is a really cool part. I wonder how he reacted to it. Or this is really funny. I wonder how he reacted to it. It's one of those things. And
believe it or not, there's actually people out there that expect to see content from the episode and then come over and see it.
Typically get shut down pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's how I really recognize Kawaii Crew before I was even doing YouTube. He was doing Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and there were some scenes like one of the scenes where Kana says "I love you" to Kobayashi, and that gave me all the heartwarming fuzzies.
That was just diabetes.
And I was like, I got fucking diabetes because that was so sweet. I purposely looked up reactions and I saw the compilations, and I remember seeing you, and you gripped your heart and was like, "That is me. That is exactly what happened." and see,
I guess I'm kind of immune to that kind of sweet.
Yeah, it was so ridiculously sweet, and it was just one of those things where like I watch other people because I want to see how they reacted and how I reacted. Like when I did Kakegurui, my very first episode, I remember I was like, okay, this is a really good show, and then the twist happened in the episode, and then I purposely looked at other people's reactions to see what their reaction was to it. One of those things. I
haven't finished Kakegurui. I'm actually currently doing a reaction to it. Like I'm still like watching the series, but unfortunately, when somebody suggested it to me, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds like they told me to watch this. Okay, let me look it up what it is.
Oh, you looked it up. That's the one.
I went to my anime list, and in the freaking description, they have the twist. That got me really mad. I don't know why they would do something like that.
Yeah, the Drunken Otaku was like, hey, read if you've never heard of it, just look it up. Don't read the summary and just watch it. Like,
I wish somebody would.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Especially if there's a twist, especially in the description, which is stupid. Because that's what made my reaction that priceless, because I literally didn't know a single thing that was gonna happen. Then the twist happened, and then my face is just like, what the fuck is going on? And
Well, actually, this is probably a good place for me to say that I've actually got another project in the works with a friend of mine who hasn't seen much anime, and so I'm going to actually show him stuff that I've already seen. But so it's pretty much going to be another reaction sort of video, but this time I'll have like a co-host sort of thing where he hasn't seen it, but I have. So
those kinds of reactions can be really enjoyable as long as the person who's actually seen it doesn't spoil or hint anything.
yeah,
Although,
you need to maintain your body language. As long as you can maintain a good body language and like very neutral, you'll be fine. Like for example, like I'm having my roommates react to My Hero Academia, and I'm literally just sitting back, my arms crossed, and just waiting. Like
although I think the exception to that is kind of like looking at the camera and telling the audience like, oh, you know what's going to happen here, and then
or you just look at the camera and just like do like a eyebrow raise, like
yeah,
like you don't even need to say anything, just like you know what's up, and then they're like, oh shit, like I want to get one of my friends to watch actually Kakegurui so they can hit me up after the first episode like, hey, fuck you, that was amazing.
I was thinking
I've done something similar with KonoSuba. I like introduce people to it and just watch their reaction to it right next to me.
I reckon if I did show him Kakegurui, if I'm with him and I'm like filming it, I have a feeling when we get to that part in the first episode, I'm just going to start laughing very evilly.
No,
I can just see myself
hint about it, because it was one of those like, especially like in the room scene where they just turn and you see the classroom all destroyed. I'm just like, fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And that's literally my reaction. I was just screaming, what the fuck is going on? And then that's when the twist happened. And I'm just like,
I'm actually reading the manga of it at the moment, and it's actually a lot better than the anime.
Yeah, and it continues.
Yeah.
It continues because it left off on a very big cliffhanger, especially that last scene. But
which I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. It just leaves off on a spot where like, it leaves off on an ending, but there's like, but there could be more. It's one of those. So I'm not spoiling anything.
Because I don't know how far you're up to in the series, I won't say anything about the manga too much. But
actually, how far are you in the actual show?
Has everyone else seen the series already?
Yeah.
Okay, the last episode I saw was the mall episode.
Oh, okay. Then I definitely won't say anything.
Oh, so they just got to the mall?
They just left the mall.
Oh, okay,
left the mall? Okay, I definitely won't say anything.
Isn't that episode 5? I think that's episode 5. Ooh, episode 6 is gonna be good!
Oh, yeah.
The
weird thing is that whenever I record reactions to that show, something weird always happens. It's really strange. It's like one of my only reactions where like something in real life or technical will happen, and it'll make everything so difficult. Like one of the episodes, my screen didn't record at all, and I had to sync it up with the actual episode because the way I do it, I can pause and like rewind and stuff if I miss things. So that was pretty difficult. And in one of the other ones, I was like seriously interrupted for like right in the middle of it, and I had to leave for like 10 minutes. So that I had to like resync everything. Oh man, yeah.
Okay, all I will say about the certain part that I'm up to in the manga of Kakegurui, it actually answers one of the biggest questions I had in the anime. So, like after reading, I was like, no way. Like it really like went, okay, that just answers one of the biggest questions of the anime that the anime never answered.
All right, I'm interested. I want to know your theory, Crafton LAR. Like, what do you think is the next twist, or if there has been anything hints? Because I realize there's so many hints scattered throughout it. After rewatching it, I'm like, oh.
Well, for me, the thing that stands out to me the most is that they're constantly leaving money on like counters. I'm like, why are they doing that? There's nobody there. It's not like anybody's gonna come back for it. They're probably dead. That's the thing that stood out to me the most.
I would say that's actually not really much of it. I think that's just more to play to
their morality.
Yeah, and to the what's the main girl's name? Yuki. Is it Yuki?
Yuki, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Yuki.
it's
I think just to play
The
along
fact
with
that she
Yuki's.
thinks she's actually there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like episode 10, 11, and 12, like I remember just like I gotta watch the next episode. Oh god, I gotta watch the next episode. Oh god, I gotta watch the next episode. Yeah, honestly, I'm actually can't wait to see your episode 6 reaction. But
what I will say is that because it's not actually a major spoiler at all, is that one of the good things I like about the manga is that there's actually other survivors.
yes.
So you actually do see some of the other survivors. Like, for example, you're at the mall at the moment. Well, you just watched the mall episode. There's actually more survivors in the manga part of that book, of that part. So, well, there was, I should say. They get killed off quite quickly.
So are they there during the time that the main girls are there?
No, I mean,
With Mickey and the other girl, right?
yeah, with Mickey and
I can't think of the other
Kay.
name. Kay.
Yeah. There's other survivors with them for a while, but until like one dickhead decided to go, pretend. Oh, I haven't been bitten. What, like that sort of thing. Like they pretend. Oh, I haven't been bitten, sort of thing. But he really has been bitten, and then like they all get infected, and except for Kay and Mickey.
So far, my favorite girl is Shovel Girl, but I learned that I think Megumin's voice actress voices the girl in the mall. I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Oh, that you're thinking Megumin's gonna be gonna be your favorite?
Megumi is best girl. Sorry,
she's
I'm
great.
saying it right
She's
now.
great.
Megumi is best girl.
from KonoSuba, the voice actor who does her voice.
No, it shouldn't be because she didn't really do too much. Rie Takanashi. Yeah. She hasn't done too much before KonoSuba. Same thing. Yeah. Well, maybe. Yeah,
Well, just
she did
because,
Amelia.
it's Megumin's voice actress.
She did Megumin. She did Amelia. She's done a lot of stuff lately.
Which is one of the reasons, like, I'm conflicted about Amelia because she's just so boring to me, but she has Megumin's voice actress.
Right. All right. So, okay. So, anything else you want to talk about this season? I think we're gonna wrap it up because this has been a pretty long podcast. Very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything anything else like? Oh, here's one. Things that you want to pick up but haven't yet.
There's a bunch for me actually.
Like has that big
series.
segment that we had about the hentai series Hajimete no Gal. There's another one actually. Has anyone watched Skirt no Naka?
Nope.
Is that on this season? Wait, is this a season?
Yeah, it's like it's about this cross-dressing dude that's
trying to seduce the little this one woman, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
What?
It's not on my anime list.
It's
Really?
I'm surprised it's not on my anime list. Maybe it's because it's probably because like perhaps the anime isn't really that popular. I mean, it's only like 5 minutes per episode though.
It's one of those. I think
probably
the last one I saw that I really enjoyed, it's like 5 minutes each episode, was
If you say
Plastic
pupa.
Mason. That was
Okay.
hilarious.
I was about to say, if you say pupa, I'm a fucking
Whoa!
That was like the last one I saw, and I couldn't get that show. Honestly, I want to pick up Isekai Shokudo, or Cafe in Another World.
I heard it's
Let's
really
watch
good.
Another World.
Yeah. And
Actually, before this is my recommendation, Ramen. Even though we were discussing about watching something you haven't actually seen yet, but watching a reaction to something you haven't already seen.
yeah.
But at the very least, watch the episode 6 reaction to Restaurant to Another World, the latest episode. And
Before I even watch it?
Yeah,
Oh.
because I think that's probably the best, because they finally introduce another character in the latest episode that has been in the intro, that's in the intro but has not been seen beforehand. It's the the other waitress. Well,
Yeah.
when you see the intro you'll understand, but there's another waitress who we haven't seen at all this time, and I keep bringing it up in my reactions saying, when are we like go meet this other waitress. Like we're halfway through the season already, and we still haven't seen this other waitress.
See,
And
that's why I
she's
avoid intros.
Wait a second.
Sometimes, dude, that intro could spoil like the whole series. Yeah.
It can. Well, I mean, like, one that I can think of a good example is technically look at Kobayashi. They didn't show Elma until like episode 7 or 8, and Elma's in there in the beginning. And the end.
Yeah.
So
You know what's even more frustrating? KonoSuba has Yun Yun in the intro,
yes,
but she doesn't even show up in the show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Oh snap!
She doesn't come back till the OVA, and the OVA isn't even canon.
Yeah, it's not.
She didn't show up in season 1, but we did see her in season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Yun Yun as a character. Her ditziness. Still
I just
Megumin's
feel bad
best
for
girl.
her.
Oh, I know. I feel so bad. Megumin's still best girl.
Yeah, easily. I think very few people will disagree with you on that.
I mean, other people would be like Darkness. I'd be like, so you're a sadist. I mean, you can't be a masochist because she's the masochist. So.
I mean, like you technically would be a sadist, like enjoying watching the masochist.
I know, right? That's why I'm just like. Oh man!
Come on, Darkness is a very funny character.
Oh, she's a great character, and Aqua is a bitch, and it's amazing.
The thing with Darkness, though, is that almost everything having to do with her is because of her joke. Like, she is a joke. She doesn't have much beyond that.
Yeah.
She's the literal punching bag. And
dude, if any of you guys have seen the episode 11 OVA, that when that scene where the robot was just like,
oh my, he was just bottling her tip with her finger.
Exactly.
That OVA got me a little angry actually because I've read the novels, and they kind of like introduce something and talk about things that are like way later in the series. Like if it was season 3, it would be like in the season 3 finale, information that's revealed, and that kind of disappointed me, especially with how they showed it.
Well, I've actually spoiled myself to some of things because I looked it up. I know apparently Megumin is actually technically canon pairing, kinda. Now.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
Kinda.
Wait,
isn't the novels like 3 years ahead right now?
No.
How many
Not
years
3
ahead?
years. It doesn't go that far yet.
Really? I
think at the most,
it's
the most I've read, I think I'm like only one novel behind because I haven't found any EPUB versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like at most 2 years, but like a year and a half or something, or like a little more than a year.
Oh, okay.
Since he arrived.
Okay, because I heard there was like a time skip in one of them. I don't know. I might have been wrong. Possibly. Maybe in the latest novel. I don't know.
Yeah, the novels are absolutely great. The things that happen, it's just, they need to make more seasons.
Yeah, I've spoiled myself too much to it, so I'm not going to say too much.
Didn't they say that they didn't want to do a 3rd season, though?
The voice actors would love to. Have you heard they're like...
Yeah, the voice...
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice
There's a new
actors
project announced, but I have no idea whether that's a new season or maybe in like another OVA or like maybe like a spin-off.
I would love to see a spin-off of just Megumin and Yun Yun.
There is. The novels have one. It's called KonoSuba Explosions or something like that. It's basically like Megumin's life before joining Kazuma's.
Oh, yeah, that's also a manga. That's actually in manga form too.
I know, like in the KonoSuba, I think the CD or something, there was like a rap battle between Megumin and Yun Yun.
Oh my god. That. Oh my god, I need that so much.
But yeah, if they were to make another season, the crew would go to Megumin's hometown, and that is my favorite place in that entire world.
Oh god, I would love to see the folks, especially when they first announced their names and they're just their smug ass faces.
I love her parents; they're amazing.
Okay, what did you guys think about the actual animation?
It's so spoily, so I'm not.
Okay, what did you actually think about the animation of the 2nd season? Like, a lot of people hated it. I loved it.
I didn't mind it.
I thought it was
didn't mind
fine.
it at all.
See, I thought it was fun because, like, the animation is dumb. It's silly. It's sloppy. But that's what makes it better. That's what makes it so good because, like, everyone's a piece of shit in that show. Everyone's an asshole. And the fact that...
I disagree. I like the characters.
No, in a good way. Like, they're, like, Kazuma's an asshole because he has so much shit to deal with. Megumin is just dumb. Darkness is darkness, and Aqua's a bitch. So
and they all fit well
It's amazing
together.
how people like bitch about the animation being sloppy, and I guess like a joke when the entire anime is pretty much built off of like it's like more of a it's built upon comedy pretty much.
Oh yeah, it's
Yep.
all comedic purposes. Like the face when like he realizes that everything he says is getting written down in the very first episode of the second season, amazing. And the fact like he's having a scene where he's thrown up and it pauses, like there's a pause screen up there. I'm like, this is amazing. This is right up my alley.
You know, that joke never made me laugh. You know, even like the in the first episode where there was like Aqua's freaking out and then they pause it, and then again they do it in the second season. I was like,
I thought it
And
was
then
just- I
again
thought it
when
was just
Aqua's
kinda
being
funny.
attacked by the like ostriches.
To be honest, not a lot of stuff in KonoSuba made me laugh.
It was no. It was more like the time where
I'm sorry.
where Veneer took over darkness and they're having this like bickering back and forth. I thought that was amazing. The voice
That was
acting
hilarious.
I just started
Also, when
laughing.
he's trying to like when he's trying to make a speech, but then every once in a while she puts in a word. He's gonna say this Crusader, and then he
Yeah, I will admit I
this
think that's one of
beautiful
the
Crusader.
one of the funnier parts.
Or like whenever like anyone mentions Kazuma's names and he just says, "Hi, I'm Kazuma." That's great.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
so
Or if you go on
small.
Reddit,
adaptation.
"Hi, the guy
That's an
does."
adaptation
Hi,
done
Kazuma
right,
does.
where they add something original that's hilarious and
Yeah.
takes advantage of the actual medium itself.
Mhm.
That's when you know something's good. The one thing I don't like about Konosuba's like art is the sag. That's the one thing I hate.
Okay. Well, the fact that they have no boot, it looks like they don't wear bras.
Also, like the
Well-
material's made out of like slime. Just,
Oh yeah, yeah. Cause like the breast physics in that show are ridiculous.
It's like they're not wearing anything too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
they're just bouncing around. I mean,
Well, Akra doesn't wear any underwear, so
yeah, that's true. She don't wear
Well,
anything.
she does
under.
actually. It's just invisible because she doesn't want anyone seeing her panties.
So, where the fuck is the logic in that? Hold on, wait a
It's
second.
Aqua logic.
is that explained in the manga?
It's got to be explained in the light novel because they didn't say that in the anime. Did
Yeah, that's not explained in the anime.
I don't know where I heard that, but that is something that I do remember seeing somewhere.
That's hilarious if that's the case. Well, I don't want anyone seeing my underwear, but my full-on vagina just right out there. Sure, that's what the fuck.
I think she missed the point of why looking at that is wrong.
Yeah, slightly, just slightly. Like I said, she's not the brightest goddess in the world.
And the fact that
Definitely
one of the powers he has is that he can steal people's underwear too.
I know, right?
That's actually not an ability. That's more having to do with his mental state and his amount of luck.
Like
Like
okay, a character-
subconsciously, that's a treasure to him.
Yeah.
So his high luck makes it so he steals the most valuable treasure.
A character that I
Yeah.
really want more development is Chris.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Chris is
I don't know
probably
if
one.
you know anything about
Chris and Eris,
Yes,
man.
Chris and Eris are my favorite characters aside from
Really?
me.
Even though her breasts are padded? I had to add that in there.
Yeah. Oh wait, we need to hear you spit.
If I had to chant that mantra, that would convert me to her faith instead of keeping me in Aqua's.
Oh man, no, I think Chris would be is a great character.
Especially in the novels. The friendship she forms with Cosmo later, oh my god, it's one of my favorite.
Honestly, in my
Relationships.
opinion, I think Chris is one of the most gorgeous characters in KonoSuba.
I don't disagree with you there,
Even though her breasts are padded.
especially because
I know, right? I mean, hey,
And also-
don't we have to live by the rule that flight is justice?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my motto.
I don't mind flat.
There is nothing wrong with a flat chest. But like, okay, swapping back to Hajimete no Gal first,
Oh my god.
because literally. Her boobs, Nene's boobs, are so big. You look like if I were to throw an eraser at it, it would start gravitating because it has its own gravitational force. Those things, like there are things where there are too big. Like I'm more myself an ass guy because there is a nice, but there are too big of things. Nene's best boobs are too big. However, if you have a flat chest, there is nothing wrong. I still fuck with that. What?
I'm sure you guys can understand by now why I find her to be an abomination. Because number one, Lolly, I do not. Why?
I
Okay.
agree there.
Number two,
I don't like-
Unique, bro.
flat is justice for me. So, just it's.
So it goes against everything.
If it was close to me, I would make a
were-
cross with my fingers.
Yeah,
It's
lollies
like-
do nothing for me. Lollies do nothing for me
I mean,
at all.
I mean,
Ramen's Discord would disagree with me.
Lollies
my
are for
Discord
petting.
literally has a place called Lollies Only, and it's.
But if you guys hear police sirens in the background, did I say I didn't warn you?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Police sirens, bro.
Oh,
Oh.
I remember when the FBI was on Ramen's stream. Good times.
Okay, some guy literally named the FBI, also Chris Hansen from NBC, was literally on my stream. That was the name of it. I remember I was playing Necopera because I was told to play Necopera, and
boy.
this guy subscribed to me. I started losing it. I was laughing so hard. I couldn't play for like 5 minutes. I was actually crying almost. I was laughing so hard because Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC has subscribed, and he's like, "Hello, why don't you take a seat over here?" I lost it.
There was also the part where the FBI and Chris Hansen were trying to argue who's going to take you in.
Come on, we've all seen Eromanga Sensei, because in fact none of us were arrested because of that. I think we all can safely say we're safe. All right.
Well,
I guess it depends on your reason
for
for like.
we're safe when we're being monitored. Like my webcam right now, they're probably like, we're just waiting the motherfucker until he says does something wrong. We are gonna kick in the door. There's not even gonna be a knock. We're just waiting.
I'll take you away at the night.
I know, right? Gonna be the next Reaper's reviews. Oh, too soon. Sorry.
I think when it comes to Eromanga Sensei, it really depends on your reason for liking it. Like the person you just mentioned, I heard his reason for watching it was different from most people's. I think the comedy had very little to do with it.
Well, he did like Suka Suka, and then the moment the little girl showed up, he did scream lollies. So.
Oh yeah, Reaper.
Yeah, Reaper. Rip.
Good old Reaper.
Anyways, let's not talk about Reaper, but you're a manga sensei now. Just yeah, but I think this is a good place to end the actual podcast.
Yes.
we ended up with pedophilia and Dateline NBC knocking on people's doors, so that's great. This is
Great
a great
way to end it.
great way to
end
end
the
the first
podcast.
episode on
Yeah.
this podcast. All right, so we're all gonna say a closing. This has been Ramen from Ramen Reviews. Thank you all so much for watching. Link for all these channels will be in the description below. As always, make sure to check them out. They're all great react sense. So I'm gonna pass on to Kawaii. Go say your closing arguments, and then go ahead down the line.
Bye. Go subscribe my channel.
Okay. Wow, that was the most like, yeah. Fuck. Bye. Yeah. All right. Whoever wants to take a crack at it.
All right. Thanks, guys, for joining us, and come and subscribe to me if you wish.
I'll go last.
Bar.
Okay. Flat as justice and goodbye.
Boy.
What the fuck is with these? So like, yeah. All right, Limit. Please give me something grand, just to like put shame on these people. Like this is how it's done. Swear to baby Jesus, if you just say bye, I'm gonna fucking.
I was trying to think of something good to say. Yo. All right.
My God.
Bye.
I just lost all momentum right here now.
See, that's why I wanted to go last.
Yeah, but then it would have been like,
Perfect. Okay, you know what? I think, just silence and then the video ends.
Oh my God, that would be the most awkward thing ever. Just like, and then like I just have it slowly fade to black. And you hear police sirens in the background.
Next episode, Weebs a round table. Hey, we're all in jail now.
Yes, yeah. Welcome to the
going
one
to
and
jail.
only episode of the Weebs of
I'm
the
here
Round
with
Table.
I'm here with my roommate Bubba.
Oh God! I heard I heard Bubba said he had a pretty mouth. Oh God.
Are we more like you know, there's sometimes at the end of like a movie or TV show, like you get a picture of the character and like text of what happened after, sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Ramen reviews have been sentenced to life. One for at least talking to Reaper's review, so we automatically assume he was a pedophile too. So he's been sent to jail. Kawaii Crew had a picture of Catgirl, so we think he had PCality, so he's sent him to jail.
Yeah.
LAR Games, I don't know. LAR can be like lollies and rape, so that he's going to jail. And Oliver, he lives in Australia, so we can't get to him. He's okay.
Lemon X Break try to cast Spirit Bomb on a.
I like how mine wasn't based on
innocent
anything
man.
at all.
And then he's about to go to college. He's already gonna get screwed over. He's all good. At the end. Oh God. Oh man. All right, we gave you time to think. Did you have anything to say as your closing argument, or are we just gonna slowly fade to black?
Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Oh shit!
Why the fuck? I'm waiting. Limit hasn't said his bye yet. Bruh. Limit, are you even there? Okay, so no, okay, like
Plan. Go with it.
okay, no, I heard him
Light to
for a
black.
second. I heard him for a second. I hear him
Alright,
clicking.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
Gotcha.
trying to do closing, but you're the last one.
Alright, so, you know what? I'm just gonna go off with like a short anime quote, alright? So, wait a second. Is my internet working? Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I
Alright?
can hear you. We're just
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
We're just listening very carefully.
Alright, so, from Iki Korogane from Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry, right?
Yeah.
In order for a mediocre man to become to defeat a genius, he's got to defeat a monster, yo. He's got to become a monster. Excuse me.
I got you. I got you.
That's my like short anime quote of the day. Just,
Alright.
He's close out for now.
The next break with the quotes. If we're gonna end on a quote, then I'm gonna be like, "Don't let your dreams be dreams." Shia LaBeouf, 20 whatever fuck came
One thing.
Just do it.
Just
I'm gonna stick to
do
mine.
it.
Fun.
Yes, you can. Yo.